running? Not up and running. Okay, yeah, I can't run this in full screen. It's not working properly. Maybe if I change it, game capture, add in a... Instead of making it any full, I'll make it any full screen application. See if it works now. Connected. So it should be working. Try this again. Wait a couple of seconds. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is brand new for me, so who knows what we're actually going to be getting into. Explore Enderal. Why not? There are 4 souls per... Do your journal. Gotta... Settings. Gameplay. Convert. Thank you very much. Multi. I want to have some fun with it this time around. Summer night. 4th era 8234. Okay, that's a... to have a talk with Daddy. He wants to tell me something important. Okay. Magic. Items. Alright, so Enderal is an island. Suncoast. Interesting. Okay. I don't have any idea where I actually am. Interesting. Alright, I need help with sensitivity, Tom. Feels a bit better. Running. Is Daddy in the house? No, Daddy. TMs. Girl. Open the hero menu. H. Meditation is Y. Basmilist. Call apparition. G. Call mount. H. What if I want to push H to horse? Voiced books. Interesting. Okay. Crouching. Sorry, people. RZ. Well, okay, they're just not letting me sneak. Preciousness of meat. Meat is life. The Ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. Each time they killed an enemy in a battle, they tore out the liver and heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the beaten enemy is passed on. But as we are living in a time in which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources. Okay, alright. We're gonna have haggis. It's the heart, liver, and kidneys boiled in the stomach of the animal. Father, where are you, Father? That is a nice plant. Spore crown. It's just a fucker. Thing over here. Ooh. I found myself a bird egg. Store health. That does not surprise me. I know about your sacrifice. Without you I am nothing, a twig on the currents of time, a sheep without a shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive to my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains, and bless us with your everlasting mercy. Okay, I'm not even on the map. So this is a unique place that's actually off the map entirely. Heard something. Oh yeah, look at that. I am way up in the sky. Am I on a floating island? One moon. Maybe the other ones. Talk with Daddy. Perhaps I'm currently a little child. That's kind of like
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
Find what?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
Definitely is supposed to be a child right now.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh well, who knows. Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Tomato. Was a bit much.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we?
But what about Mommy and Sister?
What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us.
Okay.
You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
All three are the same thing, but I didn't kill them, Daddy. It was the masked man.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this.
I really
You
hope
killed
this
them,
is a
period.
delusion.
No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Okay. Repeat the same thing.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget. Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat. 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat.
What in the world? Completed a nice day in summer. Oh, geez, that was disturbing.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today. Shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork, having long stood still. Its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
Shh, hey, quiet, damn it. You wanna wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it? Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and... well, not like this.
Starship?
Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
Nonsense. Those bastards from the temple killed them, not me, and I know that.
As determined as ever. I guess you're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
Not our fault that the ship was so poorly guarded. We couldn't have afforded the passage fee anyway.
Not our fault. Damn it, we're thieves. Frauds. And unlike you, I actually have a problem with that. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Realize that I'm doing... okay. Half something. So... my father is who my father is. There's no... difference. But... some sort of an elf race. Kinda looks... Nord. It's Breton. It looks... I know what they're called. From Hammerfell. Let's make see what the race is called. Okay. Light armor, one-handed stamina, and alchemy. I should be reading this out loud. As a secluded people, the inhabitants of the belt of Chile are said to have a reclusive mind. Chileans are deemed as blessed businessmen and are currently ascribed to the Blue Island Coalition, which is Haiti's biggest trading company, and is located in Chile, among other things. Half Chileans start with a bonus on rhetorics, carrying capacity, sleight of hand, and marksman. Okay, so that's an interesting little combination of one of the thiefy races like Khajiit or Bosmer with Pyrrhon. Arzalian are a divided people. While the nomadic natives of the steppes maintain their pantheistic traditions, the coastal inhabitants regard them as primitive and struggle for recognition as fully fledged part of the civilized world. Half Azalians start with a bonus to heavy armor, two-handed, health, and handicraft. It's probably smithing. And the Eternia. Native to the swampy continent, Mir Aranath, the destruction of the land caused by decades of war forced many of Eternia to escape to other countries, where various destinies awaited them. Some pursued and disregarded them because of their innate magic talent. Some revered them for it. Many Eternia earned their life as traveling minstrels. Half Eternia start with a bonus for elementalism, entropy, mana, and enchanting. So obviously the mage, obviously the warrior, obviously the thief. This one is the well-rounded one, I guess. Stuck between these two. Oh, okay. And flip coin, heads or tails. Heads are Azalian, tails, Alien. Heads. So Arzalian. We're going for a warrior race. Okay. Three different presets. Let's see here. I really can't tell what they are. That's good enough.
Araziel. Right, how could I have forgotten? She was one of the few free people who ever set foot on a ship. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit! Someone's coming!
Nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. Man, smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
Someone's
Throw a hook to the face! Come on, dodge! You can do it!
You'll regret this!
This is what they're not concentrating on him.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. Oh, what in blazes are we going to do now?
Let's tie them up and gag them. When we arrive, we sneak.
Yes, yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on, help me search. There must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made on board. It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Turn the lantern back on. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Rope.
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the? Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you. But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
What in the world?
After we had left Ostin, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you. You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum, and there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie him and his friend together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Ish. This is the,
Breathe.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening.
But then again,
This just isn't happening.
what is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
where am I? Is he serious anywhere? Sensitive tone. Where is it's... Okay, so this is... So warrior, mage, thief. Extra stuff. Starts way to reach Alright. Add pants. Pair of pants, that's it. Chest. One bottle. Oh, a rancid health potion. Scroll contains spare parts. Oh. Interesting. That is not a chest. Sure looked like one though. Growing penny coins, 12. to unlock new memories, thus make yourself strong. Oh, okay. Alright. That gets me to that place. Go right back to where I came. Alright. Fish. Some real fish. Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see here. Interesting. Alright, so sleight of hand is pickpocket. Better right here. Alright, so handicraft, sneak, heavy armor, intimidating. The century is set. Special class, investing at least 10 points into those trees. Alright. Stamina, mana, health. Arcane fever determines your mental health as a magic user. Casting healing spells using health potions while being in specific locations raise the fever. When the fever increases, you get malady. Once it hits 100%, you die. Interesting. Experience points for level cap. Just like a fish. It's iron ore. Oh, that whole thing was just a single vein. Whoa! Those guys come out of nowhere. Apple. One bottle. Wonder if that blood was this guy. Temple. Now that's weird. Why did my sneak go back down? Because of how much I'm carrying? Might be because of how much I'm carrying. like I do have to do something else in that abandoned the effects wearing off. Shock resistance. that part of the dream. We've seen a bunch of corpses here. Dream. We're in the abandoned temple. Gee, it seems so. Ice Claw. Ice Claws, listed in your inventory under consumables, permanently raise your carry weight by 1 point when eaten. That is awesome! Arcane fever by 20. Didn't really snag that. Psionic push. Okay. Assassination. Souls. Make it I missed. This memory unlocks all warrior disciplines for you. It also reduces the weight of heavy armor by 10% and grants you the talent Rage, which raises your weapon damage for a short amount of time. Memories of the Keeper improve the effective defensive techniques like blocking or heavy armor, as well as anything that raises your resistance in battle. Two-handed weapons. The dancer. One or two-handed weapons. I think it must have meant dual-wielded. Sun Coast. Boards. Firefly at his lead. Don't fall down there. Another pumpkin. I'm gonna make pumpkin pie. So, that's all I another amount of fun. Very manageable. Interesting. Moon carrot, huh? Hidden room. Okay. go. You've risen to level 2. You've received 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory point. Choose an attribute you want to raise. Health. So I can't actually level up things by using them. I need to read a book to actually raise my stuff. Interesting. Del Monog, Arcanist of the Second Signet. In lore view. This work offers an overview of the currently available knowledge on Vin. One would be imputed to claim to know Vin in all its magnitude. There are simply too many blank spots on the maps, too many sunken exploration vessels, too many islands rising from and sinking back into the sea from which, with each passing century. Ergo, this is a compendium of everything that geographers, philosophers, clerics, and the civilized worlds have come to agreement on. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Civilized and the Godless Worlds. Continents under the rule of the Lightborn are referred to as the Civilized World. This includes, where Q? Kira, Arazil, Nerim, Enderal, and the Belt of Ile, and of course, Enoda, the domicile of the gods. The Lightborn rules over each of the first 5 continents listed, their worship defining the respective culture. The known lands of the godless world used to be only made up of the Scarag Islands and Melee. Yet since Zora's revolt, Miar Aranath has joined their ranks, and the Battle of Tirmatral has led to Arctwin falling prey to the godlessness as well. While the lands under the blessed rule of the Lightborn thrive in peace and stability, the godless world is defined by anarchy, chaos, and idol cults. The Elapsed Sea and the Red Sea. The Elapsed Sea, also known as the Past Sea, surrounds the continents Miar Anareth and Arctwind. These Scarag Islands and the Belt of Crele, the southwestern part is tropical, the rest is harsh and gray, which can be linked back to the magical contamination caused by Zora's rebellion. The Red Sea encompasses the continents of Nerim, Ura, Azrael, and Arazale. Lands of the civilized world. Although the local way of life, norms, values, and philosophy differ, the lands of the civilized world are united under the righteous rule of the Lightborn. All citizens of the civilized world speak Inai, if that's how it's pronounced, in all, I think, and therefore are able to communicate with one another, although various dialects exist. Wrong way. Enderal is the dominion of the Lightborn Malphus and headquarter of the Holy Order. It is an island of the Red Sea. Situated in the northeast of Nerim, the surface is estimated to be larger than either the Belt of Crele and Arazil, but smaller than Nerim and Kira. Enderal's landscape is diverse. It consists of heathlands, pine forest, mixed forest, fertile tropical coastlines, but also crystallic forests and extensive desert. The capital of Enderal is Ark, which has been built on the hillside of the King's Rock, on the southern half of the island's central region. The Belt of Crele is an island chain made up of 77 tropical islands total, located west of the Skyrig Islands and the clean part of the Elapsed Sea. The exotic fauna growing on the islands of Kile is dangerous to humans, but the isles are also rich with natural resources and spices. Unil Yar is the capital of Kile and is located in the largest of the isles, Blue Island. Kilians are devoted to the goddess Morala. Arazil lies south of Kira and mainly comprised of fields and rocky desert due to the conflict between the wild tribes in the west and south and the civilized people from the coastal towns. Arazil's status as part of the civilized world is under debate. For those interested in reading more about this conflict, the author recommends his work, The War of Arazil. The civilized Arazilians worship the light-born Irlanda. Kira forms the largest continent on Vin. It borders on the west with Narum, 3/4 of the landmass are covered by fertile desert, in the center of which lies an enormous monolithic formation known as Astatoran's Spears. Kira's capital is located on the southeastern coast and is called Alvarshim. Alvarshim is deemed to be the largest city built by human hands to date. Lightborn Saldrin reigns over the humans. Narum is located in the center of Vin and is the second largest continent after Kira. The country is divided into 3 regions: the subtropical South Realm, which is ruled by the idol called Temple of the Creator. Okay. And therefore part of the godless world, the mountainous snowy North Realm, and lastly the moderate Middle Realm. The Lightborn Eridan was worshipped in the North and Middle Realm until his passing. In 822-5, the North Realm split from the Middle Realm in a malicious rebellion. Since then, the 2 realms are at war, but the South Realm has been completely isolated. The Middle Realm is ruled by Chancellor Veritine since 8202 AST, whatever AST is. Lands of the Godless World, the Skarag Islands. They're formed by 4 large and several smaller islands of the elapsed sea. The islands have scarce vegetation due to magical contamination and are rocky and inhospitable. 3 feral tribes rule the Skarag Islands while being in constant war with one another. Skarag society is a matriarchy led by the Bone Readers, witches who claim to be in contact with dead wild magic. Yar Aranath is the homeland of the Eternia and is located northwest of Arcthrend and in the center of the elapsed sea. Even before its devastation through Zora's War, Miar Aranath was an inhospitable area, mostly consisting of mangrove forests, swamps, and bogland. Magic contamination has left the air thick and barely breathable, and the smell of tropical magic is inescapable. Miar Aranath has never fallen under the dominion of a Lightborn, and since the war in 4523 AST, most Eternia have left the land. Nowadays, it is mainly inhabited by Arp and the Children of the Swamp, a primitive and brutal tribe. Shadow of the advanced civilization used to be Yar Aranath. Arctwind, and Tirmatral. Arctwind, originally named Tirmatral, is a vast continent west of Narum, once an enigmatic realm under the rule of the Lightborn Tyr. It has been abandoned since the most recent war in 8202 AST. Most of the remaining inhabitants are outlaws living in the ruins and grave robbers on a quest for food. Heavy armor. Saw some said leather. These leather boots. Rusty bread. Edible beer. All it does is decrease stamina regeneration. Ooh. Okay. Well, okay, at least that's actual food. Edible beer just increases stamina regeneration by 30 points for 30 seconds. Horrible. Alright. Alright. Interesting amount of food. Noise. Yeah, it's hold on, quiet compared to the game. Sorry, just a sec here. This is a mod that's actually listed almost as its own game on Steam called Enderal. So like it has its own experience setup. It doesn't even have a skill tree. You literally use a skill to go into a different dimension and actually use skill points. Show you. This is the skill tree area. Combat, magic, lycanthropy. Or no, that's thievery. This is magic. Net of souls. But that was just supposed to bring me over here so I could find that armor. Your health is low. I know. No. I don't have much of anything. I have a weird fever. This is just my racial bonus. I have a few spells. I have a skill called Tempest that increases weapon damage for a short amount of time. I have no health later. Weird plants around here called moon carrots that heal ya. Vagrant hood, coin purse, rancid potion. Firefly over here. Just flew into the rock. I hear it. Where is it? Ah, that's one of the wolves I killed earlier. Muscle meat. That's the one I just healed at. Can't actually rest in this particular mod. Or ESM, rather. Ooh, an ice claw. Excellent. Oh. Back here. Oh hey, something that actually has the same name as Vanilla Skyrim. You are one ugly thing. Interesting.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir? Who am I? Finn Delires, Apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
What about my eyes?
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
What's your story? Why are you here?
Us? Oh, nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. We gather herbs, but tomorrow we're going back north, to League. You should stop by one day if you're in the area. Someone who scours Pyrian ruins and survives could surely be useful to the apothecary and help us find some things.
I could have the cholera. Can you tell me more about this region?
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
I see. And are there places that might be of interest to an adventurer?
To an adventurer? If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
So there were apothecarius in by my path. What do you mean by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
Was designated by Malthus? You mean the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites, and there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best, and who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
But aren't you frustrated by being bound to that path? don't you want to advance?
In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realized that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance. I am interested in living the righteous path and to contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
And who are these pathless?
Men or women who have never received the path consecration, or those who have broken their path. Brigands, glimmer dust smugglers, murderers, well, you know.
Ah, like me. Potentially. In Nerim, there's rumor that the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy.
An interesting thought, or just an idea yourself?
Maybe. But if I look at other countries, even within the civilized world, it's hard to find a people as peaceful as ours.
Okay. Trade some goods with you. I found some things in the ruins.
Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
Okay, buy or sell, etc., etc. Some wild berries if I was so inclined. Alright, here we go. Don't have enough pennies. Holes, the goblets. Keep the spare parts. Let's keep the scrap metal just in case I can turn that into ore. Alright, let's see. Lock. Heavy armor. In edit here. Keep that. These. The armor. That's all I can get for now. That's it for now. Thanks for the help.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no. By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Heck, guess I suddenly have some kind of fever. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntrudes, Gruntrudes. Ah, here we go.
I think I know what you're talking about there, Brad.
So, let's see. Sheer cup, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises, but...
Finn! The still!
Brad.
Ha ha! Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no!
Can't do anything myself.
Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you.
Pour the bottle and drink the potion.
See? You already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thanks, but what in blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality, and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
But the explosion, the voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalaris. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that?
It was what?
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it!
Okay.
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
What? Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story.
How do you know about the apothecary? Were you there when they were attacked?
I was on the perimeter, and no, I didn't help for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails. I wish I had a more heroic answer, but I don't. Sorry.
Wait, what do you know about my fever?
Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yes?
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. It's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim.
Arcanist will be able to cure this fever.
Contain it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do.
What do you mean by a little sensitive?
Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
I contained the fever, but let it grow worse. What are the consequences?
At first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
Wait, it could kill me? And what's an Orbaya?
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad.
That is not what the caption said. Any other remedies?
Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps.
Huh. What about these visions? Are they also caused by the fever?
You have visions?
For lack of a better word, yes. Ever since I've had this fever, I get these strange premonitions of things which are about to happen. Are they also a symptom?
Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say?
Treatment for information. All right.
Well, then, the stage is yours. I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yes, but it wasn't just a dream. It was more like a memory. The temple I saw was the same one that was the same as the one in the valley.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Right after I washed up on the shore, yes, together with those visions.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark.
What's Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malphus, and blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon.
What if I want to do this on my own?
Up to you. But without me accompanying you, the guards won't let you into the Sun Temple in Ark. And that's the only place you can get your fever treated.
Want to know more. I want to know more. Who is this employer of yours?
Well, aren't you curious? I work for the Holy Order.
Holy Order? The enforcers of the Lightborn?
Yeah, but they're more than just a military unit here. Enderal belongs to Malphus, the guardian god, and the Order answers directly to him. In other words, they're calling the shots here. No king, no queen, no council, just an order of noble warriors always looking so stern and joyless that you might think they're struggling with constipation.
All right, I'll help you. After I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. normally docile animals and vateers attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in ruins. Making the same reason. The strangest thing, however, is the red madness.
I think this chaos could be in any way related to the rumors about the Lightborn's death. Everyone in Nehrim talks about them.
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true, and that there's a connection, yes.
Then you actually believe that someone did kill the gods, the Lightborn?
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than imposters anyway. False gods.
What do the Enderalians think of that?
Well, they usually leave the thinking to their holy order. And they, of course, deny everything. But as much as I hate to say it, maybe it's better this way, at least for now. A spiritual crisis is the last thing this country needs at the moment.
And here I thought the Enderalians were the most pious people in the civilized world.
Oh, I'm hardly representative. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And the false deity theory isn't that new, after all, is it? Seriously, say the Lightborn really are as mighty as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to call down lightning on me right here and right now, to punish me for my insolence? No. The Lightborn were immortal kings, and that's all. At least, that's how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Still waiting for that lightning.
We're going to get along just fine. But we digress.
Right. You mentioned something about a red madness?
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease red madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
Magister?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
Thanks. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
What's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're no monk.
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the red madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady.
You're after his motives. But how can I help you with that? I don't know anything about that, Magister.
Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here. And according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Okay. If a quest objective is marked by one or more stars, they indicate the difficulty of said quests, and at the same time, the level you should have for the quest. Okay. Increase your carrying capacity permanently. 3, 5. 356. Yay. Okay.
Never walked back on the road from the aged man's abode. Ugh.
They call me the Butcher. It hurts to write these words, though I am unaware of their truth. What else should a man be called whose trail is marked by dozens of corpses? Corpses which are not mute witnesses of a battle or an accident. No, corpses which are solely the result of my own doing. Men, women, elders, children, priests, merchants, travelers, and whores. My murders seem to follow an inscrutable pattern whose arbitrariness will put an icy veil over everyone's heart. But of course, this will not be what heralds will proclaim. For them in the Holy Order, I will be no less than a monstrosity, a pathless demon who has been led astray by his own mundane cravings. They will call me an evil man, a beast, with a heart as black as midnight. Because these are the colors in which the world prefers to think, black and white. No one will ask about the how and the why. Even these pages will be hard to acquire, for the Holy Order will surely do everything in its power to prohibit their printing. Which is why I shall congratulate you, whoever you may be, for holding them in your hands. With this assembly of withered pages, you shall be given insight into my very own thoughts. Do not understand them as justification for my deeds, because this is not what they are. I assume full responsibility for what I have done, and I desire no absolution, neither from Malthus, whose supposed divinity is something I nowadays merely smile upon, nor the people justice, or some other strange greater power whose true nature we have not yet learned to comprehend. This book is no more than a testimony of strange and inscrutable happenings yonder, which I have made into what I am. Chapter 1, Follow the Fire. How long is this? Smokes. How long is this? All right, I'll take this. I'll take it with me.
Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
Read all the volumes of The Butcher of the Ark. Where are we? Okay, we were up here. He dragged us around to here. Oh, okay, this is where... Must be where I started. Language, dear sir. Language. 5 more pennies. A longbow. Here, you get all my old junky junk. Twist lost one. Oh, skeleton. Let's see here. What in the world? Oh boy. Okay. Speed. Fermented goat milk? Sounds rather nasty, to say the least. Aldrich root and vinegar. Okay. Oh. But I didn't have to fight them. Spare parts. just as fast as used up. Just bandits or hunters?
Some tricks. Just never work.
That's all you've got.
Okay. Lockpicking is easier. Two-handed dagger attacks 2 more damage. Now, if only I could find a two-handed weapon. It's a duck. opposite of the way I should be going. Why am I not surprised? Nice. Still haven't found a two-handed weapon though. Rune item.
No. No. You will not take her! Away with you!
I beg your pardon.
You will not have her! Elfried stays with me! And drop the disguise already. I know a god of death when I see one.
Plan on making sense. Now would be a good time.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I had a nightmare. Anyway, who are you? I wasn't expecting to meet anyone else out here. Save for the bandits, that is.
Long story. What do you do out here? You don't look like the adventurous type.
No, I'm not. This ruin over there. You know, I'm a merchant, and my specialties are all kinds of things with historical background. The things you usually find in ruins. Of course, I'm usually not stupid enough to go looking for them myself, but there was this traveler from Ark who told me about this place, the Three River Watch, and he said that it's hardly guarded. Well, since I was in the area anyway, I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a look. Great idea, really. Look, I know we just met, but truth be told, I really got myself into some trouble here, and you look as if you know how to defend yourself. Something terrible happened, and I simply don't know what to do anymore.
Let me guess, it has to do with this Elfriede?
Yes, my Elfried. She was kidnapped. By the stars, I was so stupid. We were just about to make camp for the night, and I went to search for some firewood. And then, just like that, she's gone.
I see. Any idea who took her? The bandits, maybe?
No, a Vatir. I heard him grunting, you know. He lives in that damned ruin. I tried to sneak in, but it's impossible. And I can't go back to Riverville for help either. That would take way too long. Please, you have to help me. If anything happens to Elfried, I would never forgive myself.
So you're asking me to fight a Vatir. That's tough. What's in it for me?
I'm sure I have something that's useful to you. But please, let's talk about that once you've saved her. Every second we waste puts her in danger.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Wait here.
Oh, by the ancient fathers! Thank you! And hurry!
Said you had some of your stock with you, didn't you? Let's trade.
What? Oh, yes, sure.
Right. Sail here. Six of those. Those.
Walk blessed and stay safe. What? What? Oh, yes, sure.
Okay. So all this stuff.
Walk blessed and stay safe.
Okay. Now then. Wow, that was an embarrassing thing to do.
Oh, by the gods! Over here, precious! Over here! It's all right now. Mommy is back. Yes, it's all right. I don't even know how to thank you. 1 second later and that thing... I don't even want to think about it. Here, take this. It's a rare herb, and I hope it's compensation enough for your efforts. At least partially. If you need anything else, just come talk to me. Now that that beast is gone, I might as well take a look at the area. Good, thanks. I think I'll stay here for another day or two. The traveler was right. This place really is a gold mine. What? Oh, yes, sure. Walk. Blessed and stay safe.
I still don't have anything I'm going. Nice claw.
Oh, hello. What? Oh, yes, sure.
Or psionics.
Walk blessed and stay safe.
Old Three River Camp discovered. It's a troll! I just killed a sparrow with my soul. The only question is, was it African or European? Alrighty, sneaky looking around. Well, that answers that question. I can't even try to unlock something like that. unlocked. Yay. Hey. A rattled mage circlet? What's that? Light magic spells cost 7% less to cast. Two-handed. Where are those blueprints? And I'll equip this item. What do I do with it? Guess I need to find a forge. Oh, that's much better. Okay. A little faster. Oh, useful that he growled. Oh wow, that's a lot of experience I need. What's this? Shimmering Grove. Hi, Mr. Troll. More than one troll, okay. thought that was a path. There are no torches in this game. Okay. Well, back this way. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that was exactly what I thought it was, the back entrance to that mine. Hello, lunch. Got a rabbit's foot. On a rabbit's haunch. Old farmhouse description. Rat shit. Blueprint, workstation, and ingredients. Okay. Okay. Pipe, if I was so not. Ah, that's what it's for. Okay.
A golden chalice, a grass-colored stone. Bring me back this, so I shan't be alone. Bring my heart back to me.
Okay. this? Oh, I don't get experience with killing foxes?
Now we're getting a lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Oh. Whoops.
Next time you won't get away so easy, you hear me?
It killed me. How could I not get? Oh. Okay.
A golden chalice, a grass-colored stone. Bring me back this, so I shan't be alone. Bring my heart back to me.
Are here.
A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn. You fucking scum! You'll pay for that!
I'm scum. I think I'm done playing this for now.